Yep.
Okay. Everything is made to be efficient. This isn't a bad thing entirely, but it is somewhat blinded us. While we look ahead at what we can do and what is next, we begin to stop looking at the ground we walk on. And the point is, with every new thing, the old one gets tossed on the ground in one form or another. So while we have our eyes set on the next big thing, we lose sight of the growing pile of trash behind us. If this continues, humans will be like a disease, spreading and ruining everywhere they've been. People have to stop taking the easy road. It's either that or live on a pile of trash. Everything you do has an impact because you are the only one who can do it. You're the only one who can do what you do. The idea I'm trying to get across is simple but hard to grasp, so listen carefully. There is a world outside of Iowa, and it is a huge world. But you would find almost no people in most of the places. There's 7 billion people, and it's a lot, but the world is way bigger. 7 billion people could live in Texas with less population density than New York. Without stores or any other non-home, that many people would each have about 1,000 square feet to themselves. Texas to the world is less than Iowa to America. Texas to the world is tiny, but that's all we need. Texas, that's it. The world is that big. This is relevant to global warming because the footprint of mankind doesn't have to be that big, but we've exploited many of the world's non-renewable resources. Now, I'm not trying to tell you all about non-renewable resources because most of you are big kids and don't need a reminder about that, but global warming. Yes, it is real and indisputably so. Warm winters and snow in May. Now, before someone says it's global warming, not cooling, it would be more appropriate just to call it drastic worldwide climate change, but we just call it global warming. So, yeah. Now, as promised, I won't go too long, so let's quick review. People have consumed land and its resources while we really shouldn't have such a big footprint. We are already seeing the effects of this. So my point here is half over. I've told you what I planned on telling you. Now it's up to you. I'm not asking you for money or for labor, but the next time you're faced with a choice, it can be anything. Try not to forget how big the world is and how you are the only one who can do what you do. Global warming, pollution, pretty much all the presentations you've seen in the last few weeks are effects of people's closed-mindedness. So remember the world and try to remember when Jordan told you how big it was way back in 8th grade. Thank you. No?
I have one.
Cody, you got one?
Yeah. Cody, do you have one? Can you give us an example of, for example, you want us to think about, give us one simple or concrete example.
How many of you, just by show of hands, do you know what fracking is? Fracking? Okay. It's a weird name, but it's a method of getting, I think gas is it? From under the earth that's trapped in rock. So they shoot pressurized water and a bunch of chemicals into the earth, and it brings out the gas. And this is happening in America, I think northeastern America. I'm not totally sure, but I think people near these fracturing sites, like if they lit a match to their faucet, they could start the water on fire, and they have to leave the windows open all around, all year, just so they don't get a bunch of gas fumes in their house. And that's just sort of an example of people exploiting the world, exploiting the world's resources, and not really keeping in mind what to do.
How about one for one of us as an 8th grader? What?
As an 8th grader, I'm just trying to broaden your perspective because it will have an impact. As I said, you're the only one who can do it.